Practice was pretty good Tuesday. We talked about it before. You're putting some wrinkles in, both offensively and defensively, for what you want to do and what you want to try and work on for the future. Some of it always is, and some of it is always for that opponent. So it was a pretty good practice. We had a lot of heat, which was good because we were relatively during fall camp, really never got hot, and so we got to play in the heat a little bit. And Akron is going to be a high-tempo team. They like to get on the ball as quickly as they can. They like to throw the ball around, get on the perimeter of the defense some. And from a defensive perspective, for them, they're very aggressive defense. They like to blitz. They like to play zero coverage. They like to play man free. So they'll stack the line of scrimmage a little bit, and then you've got to take advantage of the shots you get.
How will you know when the offensive line is within a satisfactory spot for you? When you have the five guys, they improve, but they're at a place where you're comfortable.
Yeah, I think the consistency, Mark, of how they play is going to be huge. I think when you feel an offensive line kind of take the game over, because of your running game, and when people do want to try 5 or 6 man blitzes, how they pick those things up and how much time Devin has.
Do you see the potential with this group to do that?
I think so. I think it's a group of guys who are pretty intelligent. I think they, from a physical standpoint, they've got some good size and strength that go along with it.
What's your comfort level with Dennis returning punts? You kept him back in there. He's bobbled a few, but how comfortable are you with?
We're pretty comfortable. He's worked all since January in catching punts, and then every day we do a little bit of a specialist period, and he doesn't drop many, and once in a while he'll get the ball high, and that's what happened the other day. Instead of letting it come all the way in with his elbows in, he got it high, and it kind of bounces off. Shoulder pads are a little harder than your gut.
Dennis is a guy that's switched positions a couple times. How is he taken to those changes?
Well, I think he's learning. I think it's a learning process every time he comes out. Especially from the formation standpoint. You try and put guys in position so they can make plays, and he's a guy we think is a pretty good playmaker.
He's pretty aggressive on those punt returns. He definitely wants to break one. Is it a little more high risk, high reward to have him out there as opposed to somebody else?
No, I don't think so. I think, like anything else in life, I think the more you experience something, the more you do something, the better you get at it. And I think we can do a better job in some aspects of hold-ups and the things that we want to do, which would make him probably a little more comfortable at times.
How important is it to get, Fitz has been running tough, and he's made a lot of something out of nothing, but how important is it to get him going and to get the other backs going too, especially after last week where we only used Derek once?
Right. If we can get some experience to some guys, if we're fortunate enough to be able to do that, that would be, Michael, a real positive. I think Fitz, he looks like he did before the injury, and maybe a little bit quicker at times, and quicker out of the hole. I thought the one run when he made the safety miss, I think his burst out of the hole was really good.